Your favorite accessory for your iPad. Have you ever looked into getting an external mouse for your iPad as an iPad only user? This is Magic Mouse 1 versus Magic Mouse 2. I'll have linked in the video description to the chapter markers. Benefit of Magic Mouse 1 is that it's less expensive. They both do very similar things. One's more expensive, but I'll dive deeper into it. If that's what you came for, thank you. Don't forget to like, and it does the same thing. They're basically the exact same, except for one is AA batteries and the other one is lightning based. This one has a little door. You press that and the batteries come off, and the pairing switch is right here, and you put the batteries in and then slide that in. There's a click and then it'll click in. One benefit I could see is if you're somewhere where you don't have USB power, most places in the world you can get AA batteries where you might not be able to get a lightning cable and
USB-C power brick
or wherever you needed to charge it. But most people probably carry that around with them. If you have an iPhone, you carry a lightning cable if you're going to charge it, most likely. Where this, you have to replace the batteries, so you have to run out to the store and then get new batteries. The batteries last a very, very long time, so you don't have to do it very often whatsoever. But it's that one time where you're like, oh, okay, you go and turn on your computer and you go to use the mouse, and you're in a Zoom call for school or something like that, and you find out that your mouse isn't working, and so you have to like reach across the table to click the volume button every single time when you want to talk. Where that's when it becomes helpful that you can have a lightning, you just plug it in and it charges up. This charges up really quickly and it lasts a very long time. And also this one is much lighter than this one, so if you're really trying to cut down on weight, this one's lighter than this one is. And I also think that this one looks better than this one does on the bottom, although you never really generally have your mouse flipped around. And one little tip is to, a lot of times I'll accidentally click the wrong side. The Apple logo goes towards you, and so that's the back. And great thing about Magic Mouse, the reason why I like Magic Mouses for on your iPad is you can do scroll gestures and swipes and right click. So if you're in Photoshop on iPad OS or things like that, you can right click and map gestures to it. I'll have linked in the video description the affiliated products we're talking about. And so if I was to recommend either of them, I'd probably recommend getting this one. Unless you're buying them used, you can generally shop around and find this one for around the $60 to $50 price range, where this one you can generally find this one for around the $30 to $40 price range. But for that little bit extra, get the more recent one. It'll serve you well, and it's lightning. I wish it was USB-C, that would be nice. That way you could charge it with your iPad Pro and you wouldn't have to bring a separate cable just for your Magic Mouse. And it also works well for your phone.
How to build a
whole little desktop setup. If you didn't know, you compare a
mouse to your iPhone
and use that, and then you use an external keyboard. I really like the Bridge keyboard. I use it for my iPad. It works really well for that also. Like it if you liked it, because it really does help. Leave your comment down below. What peripherals do you use on your computer as a student, or what is your favorite accessory for your iPad?